Okay friends, to get started on this job, the first thing we want to do is carefully get underneath the left front of the vehicle, and we're going to find our petcock. That's located on the bottom left-hand corner of the radiator. I always like to have a nice little drain hose. Slide that on there, so it's going to go ahead and go into my collection receptacle. We'll turn this counterclockwise and start draining the cooling system. All right, now we can get back up top and open up the radiator cap. While that's draining, let's continue on up here. We're going to go ahead and take this out of the way. Use a pocket screwdriver, release that lock, squeeze on this tab. Inspect that, set it aside. Now we have some clamps right down here. Loosen this. Set this aside. Remove your air filter. Inspect it. If it looks good, set it aside. Now we're going to continue on by removing our two coolant hoses. You can use hose clamp pliers or regular pliers, whatever you want to do. Give this a little squeeze. Slide that down here. Let's use a pick. Carefully remove this. I'm just going to try to get it in between here. Inspect your hose. Make sure it's still in good condition. Set it aside. Do the same to your lower hose. The next thing we're going to do is remove this belt right here. You're going to notice that it does not have a tensioner on it. It's a stretch fit belt. Typically, it's a good idea to go ahead and replace these anytime that you remove them. I'm just going to use this curved pick right here. Carefully get in and behind the belt, and then we'll just carefully slide it up and over. I always inspect my belt. This one looks okay. I'll set it aside. Now at this point, we can start removing the water pump from the area. You're going to find 3 mounting bolts. We'll use an 8mm to remove all 3. Start with this top one. Set this aside. Do the same to the other 2. Okay. There's our last one. Set that aside. Now we can grab onto the water pump and separate it from the engine. A bit of coolant coming out of there. There's our water pump and gasket. Now let's use a nice flat blade razor, and we're going to clean up the area of the engine where the gasket needs to be. Now it's going to be time to install our brand new water pump. We're also going to be installing a brand new gasket. We want to go ahead and put this up on here and make sure everything lines up perfectly. You can see that it has a little slot right along here, so you can't mix it up. Once you have it like that, go ahead and take your 3 bolts. We'll start them in, snug them all up, and then we'll torque them to 89 inch-pounds. Slide it right in there. Gasket. Now to put the stretch belt back on, we're going to remove our passenger side front wheel. Let's use our 19mm socket. All right, now with that out of the way, the next thing we want to do is start removing this splash shield right here. You're going to find 4 push clips. There's one right here, one up there, one on the other side of the knuckle up along the top, and then one hidden down along the bottom. To remove these, you're just going to use a pick, carefully get underneath the center area of it, and remove it just like this. Let's just try to get this thing out of the way so we can get in here. Now we can carefully bend this, and we can find our crankshaft pulley right here. The next thing we want to do is find the socket that fits this, and we're going to get ready to turn it clockwise. Now once you found your socket for down at the crank, let's continue back underneath the hood. I'm going to put my belt up along the water pump like this, and you're going to notice it's going to have a hard time stretching over this. Let's go ahead and use a wire tie. Put this right on here. Once you have it just like this, let's get back down to the crank. I'm just going to slowly turn this, and that's going to work the belt up and onto the pulley. All right, I stopped. Once the belt got fully on the camshaft pulley right here, let's go ahead and trim this. Get that right out of there. Dispose of that. Now the next thing we want to pay attention to is just to make sure that it's on the water pump fully. As you can tell, it still needs to go around a little bit more so it'll be positioned. All right, now let's just double check and make sure it's sitting fully in all the grooves for both pulleys. This looks great, so let's go ahead and get that splash shield back in and remount our tire. Now we'll start on all of our lug nuts, we'll snug them up, get the wheel back on the ground, and then we'll torque the lug nuts to 103 foot-pounds. Torqued. Back up in the engine compartment, let's get our lower hose on here. Make sure you put your clamp exactly back where you got it from. Now you can see right where this was. Give it a nice wiggle, make sure it's secure. If it feels like the clamp's bad, you're going to want to replace them. Let's do the same to the upper hose. Air filter. Let's get that air filter housing on there as well. You've got your little ears on the backside here. They need to fit into there. Make sure you latch it in. Connect this one up here. Connect in your wiring harness. Press it, give it a little tug, lock it in. Let's get back underneath the front of the car, close up that Coolant Petcock. You want to make sure it's nice and secure. And then we also want to make sure it stops dripping. Now the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and fill up our cooling system. You're going to want to make sure that you do this as a 50-50 mixture. So check your coolant, make sure it's not a concentrate. If it is, you need to mix it with 50% water to 50% concentrate. It says right on the jug itself. Go ahead and put this in here. We're just going to start filling this up a little bit. We're going to let it burp out any air that's in the system. Okay, now that we have coolant in the system, the next thing we want to do is hop inside the car and we're going to start it up. We're only going to run it for approximately 5 seconds and then turn it right off. Come back out here and double check your belt. Make sure it's on where it needs to be. If it seems like it's sitting off to one side or the other, you need to make sure it's completely situated. Okay, we started it up. We made sure that the belt's sitting the way that it needs to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and start up the engine. I'm going to let it run for a little while. We also want to make sure that we set our temperature control to the hot setting, and we also want to put the blower motor on at least medium, if not high. That's going to help ensure that everything opens up the way that it needs to. While it's running, we'll continually check our coolant and make sure that it's full to the full line. Alright, so I ran the car until the cooling fans turned on and I was sure that there was no more air coming up. The next thing that I want to do is just make sure that my coolant is at least filled up to this range right here. After that, just go ahead and put our cap back on there and then take it for a road test.